Look at the one here. Here's Mr. Tracy. What a situation, what a day I had yesterday, as you may be able to see. Ended up getting washed away by floodwaters. I know on the photographs it looks like you're looking at a river. That's not a river, it's a road. And on these pictures, as you can see, this road, it was a lot deeper. These photographs are taken later. The water has subsided substantially. Although we did actually see it rise and fall again while we were there. Definitely being affected by rainfall in other areas. I approached this situation. There was a little water on the road, but you can. I think this photograph shows it the best. We haven't got a great deal of pictures, but in the photograph you can see I was approaching from the left-hand side with a little bit of water on the road, maybe 2 or 3 inches. It was then unseen to me where I was about to make a right turn. I was confronted by a large amount of water flowing from my right, in the left of the picture. I kind of crossed a point of no return, which, well, to be honest, the vehicle had become buoyant at that point. I couldn't do a great deal to control the vehicle. I had dabbed the brakes. I was only moving very slow, but now I began to accelerate, you could say, as I'm carried away by the water. Of course, on the surface of things, there wasn't a great deal. You know, you wouldn't have known how deep it was, because it's when you look beneath the surface, we can actually see the actual, of course, depths. So that's how I ended up there, and you can see I've used a few of these photographs to try and illustrate this as a kind of a warning to people. It's not what goes on top, but beneath. And there was quite a heavy channel of water and a massive volume pushing the car in a specific direction, like a leaf in a storm drain. We later recovered the vehicle, as you may have saw at the beginning of the video, and again at the end here. I actually stopped as the vehicle started to fill with water. It became less buoyant, and eventually it came to rest on quite an acute angle. I did use forward and reverse gears to try and level the vehicle out, not to try and escape. I've pretty much realised that the vehicle at this point was lost, or at least I wasn't going to be able to get it out under its own power. I gathered what I had in the vehicle together, my mobile phone and various other things, put together in a bag, and climbed onto the bonnet, closed the door behind me, and then jumped onto the embankment, worked my way up the wall, and then climbed back down. You can see that the water level was, well, I walked through it, it was considerably higher at the time. It wasn't until I turned up the road where I'd earlier attempted to make the right turn in the car. It kind of dawned on me I was out of the worst of it now, and as I was still wading up 6 to 8 inches of water, way up past my ankles, as I walked up the shallowest part of that road. So yeah, all ended well, really did. I can feel a little bit worse for wear today, I must admit, but I'm here to tell the story with no real major injuries. And the vehicle itself, no real damage at all. Could have turned out very, very different. I recognise how lucky I actually was yesterday. I'm not sure where this leads to, but speaking to the recovery men, it would have been a real possibility for this vehicle to have rolled. Again, they tried to first recover it with a Daihatsu recovery 4-wheel drive, which itself became stuck. He did manage to get it out, but after considerable time, eventually they called in the heavy excavator, which you can see. Even then, when he has some difficulty. The vehicle floated into position. They were quite amazed at how they could have difficulty getting there in excavators. So yeah, be careful out there, people. These flash floods do come. When they happen, they come very quickly. They will take you unawares. Before you know it, you've been swept away. So don't take, don't joke when you hear about the Spanish not going out in the rain. I now know why. It is, for the most part, a very, very beautiful country to live in. But again, you have to make sure and be that little bit more aware when you're travelling on the road. Like I say, that the onus of responsibility for this wasn't actually placed on me. The police and the services, insurance and people, the garage, actually recognised the facts that I was a blameless party, and I was actually patted on the back for being able to rescue myself from the situation with my friends. So yeah, but without those friends out there, I'm sure I'll be telling a very, very different story today. So thanks to everyone involved, and take care out there, please. Take care. Thank you. Thanks for watching.